I always said that if I was going to cover politics on YouTube, that I would base things off of being reasonable, looking at the big picture, and getting people to be cooperative with each other. With that out of the way, Trump has been acquitted by the U.S. Senate for his roles in the U.S. Capitol riots.
The yeas are 57. The nays are 43. Two-thirds of the senators present not having voted guilty. The Senate judges that the respondent, Donald John Trump, former President of the United States, is not guilty as charged in the article of impeachment.
Before we get too crazy into this video, I want to let you guys know about today's sponsor, a giveaway I am doing. I am giving away a Game Rebel face mask. All you have to do is click the link and follow the steps in the giveaway to have your shot at winning a Game Rebel face mask. They're great. They block you from bad breath, smelling other people's BO. Oh, and they help you from a thing called the virus, you know, all that too. But yeah, click the link down below. Give yourself a shot at winning a Game Rebel face mask. In a statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States, he says, "I want to first thank my team of dedicated lawyers and others for their tireless work upholding justice and defending truth. My deepest thanks as well to all the United States senators and members of Congress who stood proudly for the Constitution we all revere and for the sacred legal principles at the heart of our country. It is a sad commentary on our times that one political party in America is given a free pass to denigrate the rule of law, defame law enforcement, cheer mobs, excuse rioters, and transform justice into a tool of political vengeance and persecute, blacklist, cancel, and suppress all people and viewpoints with whom or which they disagree. I always have and always will be a champion for the unwavering rule of law, the heroes of law enforcement, and the right of Americans to peacefully and honorably debate the issues of the day without malice and without hate. This has been yet another phase of the greatest witch hunt in the history of our country. No president has ever gone through anything like it. And it continues because our opponents cannot forget the almost 75 million people, the highest ever for a sitting president, who voted for us just a few short months ago. Our historic, patriotic, and beautiful movement to make America great again has only just begun. In the months ahead, I have much to share with you, and I look forward to continuing our incredible journey together to achieve American greatness for all of our people. There has never been anything like it. We have so much work ahead of us, and soon we will emerge with a vision for a bright, radiant, and limitless American future. Anyways, did Trump cause the insurrection / raid on the Capitol building? In my opinion, yes and no. Trump's the kind of guy that doesn't shut the hell up. He just keeps talking and saying things and provoking and provoking and provoking to a point where it just pisses off people so bad on the other side that their retaliation to that constant provoking causes them to have actions which pisses off Trump's base. Everything Trump says truly appalls the other side of the aisle, while everyone on the other side loves and eats it up. Did you know that Trump actually did make tweets saying that something big was going to happen on January 6th? That's a fact. We know that he did that because he tweeted it and it's saved forever. However, he was incredibly vague on what that thing actually was. So can he truly be held responsible for what ended up happening? No, not in my opinion. But also at the same time, none of that stuff would have happened if he wasn't constantly feeding it over time. So I don't think it was any individual statement that brought us to that situation. I think it was just a slight buildup over time, and we were running out of time, and time was running out for the election to be finalized and the new president to be basically, you know, set in stone. So that was the boiling point. I think the absolute craziest, most insane, stupidest people that follow Trump showed up that day. I don't think that they represent the majority of Trump voters, although one side really does want that to be the case. I mean, that's what you do, right? So you have a side in there, the craziest people. So there's these crazy Trump people, and then there's the crazy Antifa people, and you try and paint the whole set of people as those crazy ones. And I think that's exactly what happened that day. Things got out of hand, and then the raid thing happened. I don't think anyone actually expected that to really happen. They just broke through and everyone went in there. I don't think there was any plan. They just went in there and did that shit. Which anybody that actually supports that, I think that you are like not seeing how bad of a problem that is. That is so bad. You cannot do that. Now, as far as the reason why everyone was upset, the election results situation, in my opinion, I think that one thing that could have helped calm things down a little bit is if the blue side would have allowed the red side to get their investigation. We just went through 4 years of crazy investigations and allegations and all this drama, and the blue side not accepting the election results. And then when there's another election and they win, they don't want anyone saying that the election results aren't real. You know, so I just think that, like, just let the red side have their investigation and be thorough with it, and then release the data to the people. I also feel like the media had a big part in making this happen. They are fueling everything, you know? They're like the voice of each side and how they want everyone to feel and how everyone does feel. It's a weird mixture of both of those things. And it all just spiraled out of control so badly over the past 4 years that people have lost their goddamn minds. Honestly, I don't even think it matters if Trump did it or not, if he was the cause of this riot. The thing that matters is if we can get people to trust our election and get along and cooperate once again. I also feel that if we were to convict Trump of causing that and not ever allowing him to run for office ever again, that there's 75 million people that voted for this guy. I think that would only further divide the country, not allowing this guy to run again. However, on the other hand, Trump does not get the other side's cooperation. He's like a magnet. Everyone that on the red side, they really like Trump or they tolerate Trump, but on the blue side, they hate his guts and they don't want to have anything to do with him or support anything that he's going to do, and they're just going to resist and get in the way. So convict him, don't convict him. Either way, we have a bad outcome, and there's a side that's unhappy that pushes them further away from cooperation, which is what we truly need. So what does this mean going forward? Well, Trump is free to get back into politics. I am not fully informed on this, but I do believe he could run for president in 4 years. And that's going to be really crazy. Trump is rumored to possibly be making a third party called the MAGA Party or something like that, which I think if he did do would probably be very successful and have a lot of support. It'd probably be a third party that gets more support than we've seen any other third party get in a really long time. All these people that want Trump to be the president are probably going to continue to support him if he can make that and have his own control over his own system. As much as I love how Trump was able to invigorate business and get our economy up and running really well before the epidemic, I think that if he ran for president again and won, and he became the president again, it would just further divide the country. It would. It would just add fuel to the fire. Trump is good of a job as he can do in certain elements, like the economy and getting business energized and get all the big money to start being spent, which makes things start moving and everyone be very thriving. I just don't think that him becoming the president is going to make everyone get along and cause cooperation. However, with Biden as president, I think the same thing is kind of happening. Not as much. It's really toned down, but there is definitely a magnet effect, opposite magnet effect that is still happening with Biden in charge. He's not uniting and healing the country. Half the country hates him and they don't want him to be the president. They wanted the other guy to be the president. And Biden is not, in my opinion, pulling that off. At the end of the day, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I thought this anime saga with Trump was going to be over, and a whole new spinoff series is just getting launched, and who knows what that is going to cause. So Trump isn't over yet. Today was a big day. Him not getting acquitted means that he's still in the game, and he's still going to have some sort of major impact on this world. I don't think that he's someone who can just let it go, and I think that him getting beat and losing the election only fuels a person like him to come back harder and fiercer than ever. So I think we're going to see a lot more Trump. And I think one thing that's also going to help fuel that is that the media that hates him so much, they won't be able to shut up about him because he makes them so much money talking about him. So the way he got elected before is probably how he's going to rise back into power again. But without him having a voice with social media and stuff like that, this is going to be difficult. Most people are talking about Trump because of the whole acquittal thing right now. But once that passes, how are we going to talk about him, and how is he going to poke the bear if nobody's letting him speak? Until next time, make sure you are subscribed, hit the like button, and let me know what you think is going to happen going forward. Or do we have good things happening for us in the future? Bad things happening? Do you agree with what happened with the acquittal with Trump? Do you hate what happened with the acquittal with Trump? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Until next time, see you in the next video.